Hello everyone, and excuse me, after the last video we were going to do a card opening, a pack opening, and we got sidetracked by quickly finishing off a Jules run. We ended up going 12-0, check that one out. We're actually going to buy some packs now. Okay, and we got 7,275, so let's buy 70 packs. And we're going to have a bit more because of the reward tracks already. We've got quite a bit from there. Okay, so let's scroll down, find the new packs. Where are they? Here we go. Voyage to the Sunken City. Let's buy. Oh, I love that little watery sound. Okay, let's buy 50 first. Let's buy another 70. Another 20 rather. Okay, and here we go. And I'm free to play, and this is how much I got just by doing the reward tracks, doing your weekly daily quests, and a bit of jewels here and there. So you really, in my opinion, don't need to buy anything with real money. Let's go to the rewards track. Let's have a look. So 50 gold, another pack. Your box standard 2-3 dredge there. Okay. Another pack. Golden taunt, draw a card. That's a weird one. Well, if you buff it up, yeah, it could be good. In Priest, for example, of 3 mana 1/5, put blessing on it, becomes a 7/7. Turn 4 7/7. Heard of that before. This also has taunt and it's got death raffle, draw a card. So interesting card. Another 50 gold. Baba Naga. That sounds like what's it called? That scary witch, like which is meant to eat children or something. It's fairy tale. Baba, what's it called? Baba something, I can't remember. Baba Waga? Okay, if you cast a spell while holding this, deal 3 damage. These Nagas are quite interesting. It's like they need you to do something on board actively, like cast a spell, and then they get their effect. It's quite a new mechanic. It's really nice. I do like that. And we've got silence all other minions. Wow, that is a card. Oh, we got. Oh, where are we up to? Already on level 15 on the expansion track already. Wow. Okay, so we've got quite a lot of gold. Okay. Vicious Slither Spear. After you cast a spell, gain 1 attack until your next turn. That's an interesting one. That's like a very weak the Skullman's Spellburst card, which we don't have anymore. I'm sure a lot of people who hate facing Hunter would like that. That was a very powerful turn 1. Submarine car back. Oh, cool. It's because of the water. You know, the annoying thing about carbacks is only your opponent sees them. You don't get to enjoy them yourself, so a bit silly if you ask me. Okay, we've got some achievements here. Bugs achievements, I should add, obviously, because this is straight off the expansion, so we would expect things to be bugged. Here we go. Take 7 different Voyage to the Sunken City neutral cards. Okay. Right, and we've got 5. Let's buy another. How many packs do we have at the moment? 74. Let's buy another 4 packs. Take it to 78. Roundish number. I don't think we've ever had that many packs before on pack opening time. Okay. Let's get straight to it. And, ooh, 96, almost 100 packs, but 18 of them are mercenaries. Because of the new way that the mercenary tasks work now, you can just do the whole line of one mercenary all the way to level 18s, which you get the mercenary pack. So, yes, it's a pretty nice change. You don't have to worry about Mysterious Stranger anymore. But let's get straight to it. And let's give a bit of a commentary about these cards as we go along. Let me get my notepad open so we can just do what's it called? So I can note down what time we get the legendaries. Our first pack, let's have a look. Okay, deal 1 damage, pirates. It's not Immorious, so it's not too bad. Dredge, reduce cost by 1. It's effectively a 3 mana 3/6 if you think about the cost reduction, but yeah, obviously that's good stats. That's a decent card actually. That's a good card. 4 mana 3/6 vanilla, but it's got an upside. It draws a card and it reduces the cost by 1. That's really good. Okay, drag below. I'll find it placed into many decks, I think. Well, power creeper could be in the old days where, you know, Shenzhen Shieldmaster 3/5 Taunt was a good card, but okay. Drag below, deal 4 damage to a minion, give your opponent an abyssal curse. That sounds nice. Well, not nice. Okay, so some sort of curse strategy thinking putting together here with the warlock. Dredge, if it's a murloc, change its cost to health instead of mana. Okay, that was a similar card back in the day, which makes 2 murlocs you play with health instead of mana, which of course for murlocs is fantastic because you want to get on the board as fast as you can. But interesting, murloc warlock. What would you call that? Murloc. Lock? No, you can't play with the words there, can you? Because the C or the no, L-O-C-K or L-O-C sound the same. Anyway. Ooh, a damage spell for Hunter. Well, Quest Hunter's not going anywhere. Deal 2 damage. And if you play the Naga while holding this, choose a second target. That's interesting. So you can spread your damage out. So it's sort of like there was a spell for Hunter which you damage 2 targets, 3 damage to 2 random targets. But here you can actually choose which 2 if you've held the Naga. Okay, draw 2 minions, sort their stats. Well, you could do some shenanigans with that for sure. Add 3 Piranha Swarmers. Okay. If you hero attack, this is Demon Hunter. Deal 2 damage to all enemies. That's a consecration on a stick. So you just need 1 mana to attack, and then you've got consecration. Plus you've got 4/3 bodies. That's more power creep. Your opponent draws 2 cards. Wow, a 4 mana 7/7, and that can actually be advantageous if you put that in the warlock deck actually, or the priest decks, which can re-trigger death rattles. You could probably mill your opponent with that. That's actually a bit like the owl OTK. Yeah. Okay. Death rattle, give all murlocs in your hand 1/1. Again, I could see it's a bit weird. I don't like how they start making new archetypes within, well, existing archetypes for other classes. They start making it into a different class. They did it with Paladin, like Mech Paladin, Mech Warrior, Mech Hunter, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose I do that. Yeah, but Murloc, Warlock, I guess it makes a lot of sense actually, because Warlock can draw cards quickly. Yeah, so maybe that does make sense. Okay, deal 3 damage to an enemy, summon a 5/5 shark with Rush. Yeah, decent. Battlecry, a bit slow though. Battlecry, summon a 1/1 Piranha Swarm. I'm not sure what these are, but it's 5/4 in stats, not bad. The power creep's gone off the scales now. bit like the world where you've got inflation now, you've got inflation of cards. Yeah, I actually played this recently in my I had a game of Druid. Maybe I was playing Whizbang. Yeah, this is a nice card. Very flexible. Draw mech. Reduce cost of mechs in your hand by 1. Okay. I'll try to go through a bit quicker. Dormant 1. Rush poisons. Wow, that's nice. That's a sort of like a sigil sort of effect. No, put something on the board, but you know it's going to get killed or silenced next turn, so be careful. Dorm for 1 turn rush. Ooh, okay. Interesting. I guess the upside is if you're doing all damage next turn for only 1 mana, so it's a lot of mana efficient card. So after you summon a mech, gain 1/1. This is an ongoing effect. Wow. If you've got things like in Wild, this could pop off. You've got things like Snip, Snap, and you put Rush on it, break it up. Oh, interesting. Yeah, with Mr. Boom, Dr. Boom Mad Genius, where all your mechs have Rush, so you could just summon lots of cheap swarming mechs, and this just goes face or something. Yeah, that could definitely be an OTK even. In Wild. Put a Sunken Sweep on the bottom of the deck. I don't know what that does. Dredge, if you have a mana to play the card this turn and draw it. Yes, I've seen that card as well. Good card. Because you will always have mana to play in most situations with Druid. Especially with your ramp. There still is ramp in the game. Battlecry Dredge. Okay. Interesting. Demon Hunter weapon. Okay. Deal 2 damage and Dredge. Okay. Seen that. That's pretty good. Burton Shaman would love that. So draw. Essentially, that's drawing a card and dealing 2 damage. That's mind-boggling for 1 mana. That's completely off the scales. This is an incredible card. Wow. Okay, especially if you use the that weapon's going into Wild now. The Scholarman's weapon, which lets you choose your next card. If you don't like it, then it goes to the bottom of your deck. Then you can just dredge it up, I guess, later when you do want to. Discover a Fire, Frost, or Nature spell. Put a Sunken Scroll on the bottom of your deck. Again, going with the multi-spell school idea. After you cast a spell, gain 1 attack. We've seen that one. Okay. Should be getting a legendary and new pack now. Draw a Naga and a spell. It's a hunter. That's some tempo. 3/3 mana. I'm surprised. I mean, that is good, but in the current meta, I would imagine that's quite slow. Unless it's a Naga-based deck where you actually want your Nagas. Naga with spell damage, nice neutral there. After your hero attacks, draw a pirate. Yeah, that's decent. Okay, so we're getting a pirate rogue back, it looks like. Taunt Battlecry, if you have a weapon equipped, summon a 5/6 Naga with Rush. This is really 7 mana, 10/12. Not amazing. Not amazing for the cost. It's decent. Nice. Okay, that's our first legendary. 14 minute 30. Let's just write that down. Save me time later for the chapters. Okay. Oh, so let me see. I saw this. I really wanted this. Swap your hand to the bottom of your deck. Now you don't actually draw the cards. You just swap them. So no shenanigans with the card drawing things. Oh no! What's going to happen with Stealer of Souls now? Is that just a defunct card? You can't use it in wild, and you can't use it in standard, so it's just basically a nothing card. Just realised that. That's weird. When you ban a card in wild, it basically makes the card useless after it rotates. Yeah. If you've cast a spell while holding this, draw a Naga. So you've got like a Naga sort of effect there building up. I can see Naga decks popping up. After your hero attacks, deal 1 damage to all enemies, and you put that in Shaman. It's an extra 2 damage to all enemies with the Doomhammer, which I think is still in the core set. Sunken Sweeper, Barbnuts, we've seen this. I think we're getting through most of our basic cards by now. An epic. Reduce the cost of your left and right hand most cards in your hand by 1. That's really good. Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff with that. Mana cheat for Demon Hunter. If you've already got massive mana cheat, you can do some crazy things, I'm sure. Give your opponent Abyssal Curse. If you cast 3 spells while holding this, draw 3 cards. That's basically Priest draw 3 cards. You don't need to say if you cast 3 spells, he's going to cast 3 spells. Your next spell this turn costs 0. What? Okay, I'm assuming there are no 10 cost spells for Rogue, otherwise that would be ridiculous. That's pretty good. True, your 2 lowest cost minions. Alright, so that's like for a big Demon Hunter deck. Yeah, that could be really well, you could actually, your lowest cost minion could be Vandar. That's interesting. Okay, reduce the cost of 5 bottom cards in your card by 3, then dredge. Oh, he's got some crazy OTK support there. There already OTKs with the warrior at the moment. If you're reducing the cost of the cards which you want by 3, then that's kind of crazy. The next spell you... There's 5 cards you're reducing cost of. Wow. Okay. The next spell you play costs 1 less. Okay, that's a bit of a minor version of the previous card we saw. Because a spell... I'll discover a spell. Okay, Mage is going to like that. 10th pack. Destroy your weapon, then draw cards equal to this attack. Oh, that's interesting. So you can attack once with that 5/2 and then draw 5 cards. Huh. Draw 3 Murlocs. That's very strong support for Murloc. Well, it looks like Warlock at the moment. Okay. Next, okay, this is a new one. Give all minions in your hand 1/1. Put a Sunken Gardens on the bottom of your deck. I see what's going on here. The idea is like, I mean, the theme of these cards are like basically you put something on the bottom of your deck. It's basically the idea of the Voyage to Sunken City. I mean, this was a nice garden once, and then it got flooded and it went down to the bottom. If you go to the Sunken City and you dredge the bottom of the seabed, then you get like an equivalent, either the same or slightly different or enhanced sort of card of the same effect, because then you can have the Sunken Gardens, because it's underwater now. I just realized that. Okay, a bit slow there. Okay, give your other mechs Divine Shield. Yeah, some crazy stuff going on with Paladin. If it's a minion, give this minion's attack and health. Now remember, you can buff up minions because we've still got the nobleman, whatever it's called. Well, I can't remember what it's called. The 3 mana 2/1, which draws a card and then buffs up your whole hand. So that's still playing. So this can become a 4/4. I actually had a game of that recently in the Whiz Bang deck, and that happened. And yeah, you give the card you draw, the minion you draw 4/4. Really powerful. Draw 3 Murlocs. I've seen that. Okay, Click Locker, Divine Shield, Battle Cry. Give a random mech in your hand, 1/1. Okay, 1/1 Divine Shield. We've seen that as a Righteous Protector or something Squires. Paladin card. Now everyone's got access to that type of card. But here, give a random mech in your hand, 1/1. Okay. Okay, we've seen this. Oh, Dredge, if it's a spell, reduce its cost by 3. So you're going to have like some sort of more spell sort of thing going on with Priest. There's a lot of support for Spell Priest. After you summon a Piranha Swarmer, gain 1 attack. Okay. So I guess it's good for like swarming boards. Token boards. Token Druid. Paladin. Summon a 1/2, 2/4, and 4/8 elemental with taunt. That's really interesting. How many stats is that? That's 713. That's a lot of stats. It's very, very good defensive tool there. You know? It costs 7, and you know, that's kind of the tipping point where it probably is in most cases too late to play against an aggressive deck. I mean, if you would have had this as a 3 mana, just do the 1, 2, and 2/4. That would be very powerful against aggro. After your hero attacks, done that. Summon 2 random mechs that cost 3 or less. That's decent. Gain 1/1 for each spell you've cast, and that was quite. That priest card was actually decent. After your attacks, draw a pirate, deal 4 damage to enemy hero. Wow, it's a weird card. I guess you can buff it up as well. So, sort of like a goblin bomb. Oh, deal 4 damage to enemy hero. That's like a goblin bomb on steroids. That's incredible. That basically makes Goblin Bomb completely defunct card now. Because Goblin Bomb was basically same stats, same cost, but it does 3 damage, I think it was. Or even 2 damage to the enemy hero. Well, that's power creep on a stick for you there. Wow. Silence a friendly minion, then deal damage equal to its attack. Randomly split amongst all enemy minions. So we want to be looking for like a cheap minion with massive stats which can't attack or something like that. Is that's I saw that Griffith type card, the 4/8 for 3 mana, still in the meta. I don't know. Next spell costs 1 less. Taunt, Battle Cry, swap the cost of a random spell in each player's hand. So you got expensive spells, and he's got cheap spells. That's quite a nasty counter. That's nasty, nasty tech card there against cheap spells. That could be a counter to Quest Warrior who runs cheap spells. So I can see Mage actually playing that card, Big Spell Mage. Actually played Big Spell Mage for the first time yesterday. Yeah, I've seen this card. Yeah, if it's a pirate, give the weapon and the pirate 2 attack. So again, some more pirate synergies. Ajaran, I guess that's the name of the city which sunk. Scavenger, put a Sunken Scavenger at the bottom of your deck, so I guess it's another 3/4, and it's another Murloc, I'm assuming. Oh, we got a new totem. A 0/3 for 2 mana. After you summon a 1 cost minion, give it 2/1. So I'm thinking piranhas. With all those funny piranhas on the in the new expansion. 1/1s with rush, not very impressive. But if you buff them up, they're 3/2s. Yeah, wow. Put a Sunken Sentinel on the bottom of your deck. I guess it's another 5/6 with taunt. Okay, choose a friendly minion, discover minion, the same means that, yeah, I misplayed this yesterday. Yeah, you have to have a minion on board before playing this. Then you choose it, and then you can discover minions. So if you've got mech on the board, then you discover the... You select the mech which is on the board, and will help you discover a mech, or if it's a naga, it'll be a naga, etc. You can't select itself. After you summon a mech, deal 3 damage randomly split amongst all enemies. That's interesting. That's sort of like a take on the Flame Walker sort of idea. You do something, you split 3 damage, or 2 damage, or 4 damage with a new dragon. Right, so this is what I was talking about. These Piranha Swarmers, if they're 1/1s, they're going to get buffed up by that Shaman Totem. If you put 2 of them down, they become 5/3, man. Stormont, after 5 mana worth of spells awaken, which is a really good card. Fresh anti-mana crystals equal to the cost of the most expensive spell in your hand. It's encouraging some expensive spells for Druid, which they have. They've got quite a few 7 mana spells now. I'm not sure about Cenarian Ward, that's probably rotating out. And Survival of Fittest probably also. But yeah, there's plenty of 7 mana cards, so you play this, you get 7 mana back. Yeah, so basically this is basically a 0 cost 5/5, which gives you a mana crystal in many situations. You have Divine Shield and Taunt, that's a really powerful protection tool. I mean, Paladin is going to be the control class with all the Divine Shields and stuff like that. Yeah, and obviously Cariel hero card. Okay. Okay, so that card's going to get super buffed up by the Shaman Totem. Come on, I'd like to have my next. There you go. Get 1/1 for each spell cast this turn. Yeah, we've already got those. We've got 2 of all those already. We want next legendary, next pack, please. Okay, reduce cost. Right, we've seen that one. If it's a minion or weapon, give it 1/1. That's an interesting one. If you're only running minions and weapons, then guaranteeing 1/1 on the weapon is really powerful. Especially if you buff your weapon and use that. Destroy your weapon, draw cards. That's a 6 card draw. Rush, Sunken City at the bottom of your deck. So this is Rush. So it's a 4 mana 3/3 with Rush. Well, I hope Sunken Saber is a bit better than Ajaran Saber. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting one. Gangplank Diver. Dormant for 1 turn. Rush immune while attacking. That's a pirate. Wow. That is not bad. But that's actually going to dilute, possibly it's going to mess up Pirate Warrior, or it could be a good thing. Because if you summon that, you won't be able to attack with it the next turn to face. Because it's only going to awaken the next turn. Whereas the other pirates, at least you can attack the next turn. Gain 3 armor, summon 2/3 Naga with Taunt. Goodness me, that's good. Oh. 2 mana, 2/3 with Taunt, and you get 3 armor. Okay. 4 damage to a minion, give your opponent Abyssal Curse. I wonder if they can bring Magnetize back. We should get legendary in the next pack, I think. Okay, Death Rattle, put a Sunken Trident on the bottom of your deck. I guess it's another 3/2 weapon. Restore 2 health repeatable this turn. That's an echo card. Right, 2 health repeatable this turn. So, it's potentially 20 healing for Pantheon. Okay, summon 2/3/3 pirates with stealth, put a sunken vessel at the bottom of your deck. 5 mana, 2/3/3s. Okay, there's already Burgle Rogue. You've got 2/3/3s for 3 mana. You'll be holding a card from another class. And draw mech, reduces cost of mechs in your hand by 1. So mech mage. See, they're doing the Murloc Warlock, mech mage. It's really weird. Okay, if you're holding plus 3 spells, we've seen that. Draw 2 minions, swap their stats. We've got a really powerful battle cry. Cast it much cheaper. Here's a druid new spell. Draw 3 cards, summon a plant with taunt and stats equal to your hand, so which will usually be about 10, be a 10/10. Once you draw 3 cards, that's already almost a full hand, or is a full hand. Summon one Murloc. Summon one Murloc, then Dredge. If it's also Murloc, summon one more. So this is card draw and 2/1/1s on turn 1. Okay, it's basically that's a really strong. If it wasn't for the card draw, it would just be like Alley Cat or whatever. Was it 2/1/1s or Wolpertinger? But now, but the Murlocs, but you're also going to Dredger cards as well. This is crazy. There's a Murloc Warlock's really going to be a thing. So the Zoo Warlock I did is now becoming Murloc Warlock. Draw Naga and a spell. We've seen that. Put a Sunken Saber. I'm really not impressed with this card. I just don't know what it's doing. 4 mana 3/3 with Rush. Okay. Oh, if you control a mech, summon 2/1 Mecha Fish. That's a decent card. Okay. I think we almost finished the common cards. Yeah, we've seen these already. Yeah, I think we've got all the common cards now, so we're going to go a bit quicker. And look at the rares. Okay, Epic, replace your deck with the minions that cost 5 or more. They cost 5. Oh, I like that. And remember, when you play that other card, which reduces the cost of your 5 bottom cards by 5, you're going to end up with 5 cards at the bottom of your deck costing 0. And they're all going to have the real cost of 5 or more. So that's some crazy value there. And I can see that people are really going to hesitate on Kazakhstan now with all these new ideas. The 3 damage costs 0 if you play Naga while holding this. Okay, and this is Demon Hunter. That can go face as well. Oh, I didn't check what class that was. It's a fell spell. Okay, another swordfish. Golden Epic. Seaweed Strike. If deal 4 damage to a minion, if you played Naga while holding this, also give your hero 4 attack this turn, which is really good for Druid Quest. So you got to play the Naga first, and then you play this. So let's see if there's a lurker which gives your hero attack. Okay. Then you can put that into the quest druid deck. You can see so many different archetypes. It's really nice, this set so far. It's really, really nice. Looks very strong, but it looks bad. It looks like every class has got something, but inevitably what's going to happen is, due to synergies which haven't been worked out properly, there are going to be some which rise to the top which are just much better than the others. But yeah, it's feeling a lot more like 2 years ago meta, just obviously with the skill, the the power creep. One shield battle cry. Put a sunken rune catcher on the bottom of your deck. Okay, I guess it's another divine shield with 4/2. Unless these sunken versions have got more stats or something. Seeing that. This is why you don't buy packs, in case you don't get... Oh, look at that. Well, we were talking about silencing minions. A 1 mana 4/3 which can't attack. Priest, here's your card. Summon 3/3 elemental for each spell school you've cast this game. That's nasty. That's nasty. That's sort of like the... You've got a few things which do that. For each secret, summon another 3/3. Sociologist summons 3/3 for each soul fragment. Got the old emerald gemstone. It's cool for hunter. Summons 3/3s depending on whether you've played secrets that game. Combo dredge and draw a card. Oh wow, that's pretty good. 1 mana, draw 2 cards. Legendary coming 37.25. Okay, took its time. Okay, let's have a look. So the rare is silence a minion, summon a copy of it. So that means turn 1 you can play that 4/3, and turn 3 you can silence it and make another 4/3. Yeah, okay. Grabatoa, like that. Oh, it's a colossal. Oh, well, all the colossals like legendaries. They might be, yeah. Your Grabatoa claws have 2 attack. So if you kill this, I guess claws lose the attack. So I'm sure you will know what colossal minions are. They're just minions which take up. It's not battle cry, they actually take up more space on the board. Okay, summon a copy of this. Well, more Murlocs. Choose a friendly minion, discover a minion of the same type. Yeah. Refresh empty mana crystal equal to cost its most expensive spell. Yeah, we've seen that. Want more epics and legendaries now. That is a new card. After your hero attacks Dredge, if it's a beast, reduce its cost by 2. That's decent. But I think that they're being very scared to like give Hunter too much. That's such a nice card back now. Okay. Put a sunken. This is a rush minion, 4 mana 5/3 rush. Yeah, that's from 2 years ago. That would have been a regular card. Put another sunken defector on the bottom of your deck. I think we're halfway through the packs now. Okay. Give your hero +2 attack this turn. They may attack an additional enemy minion. That means you can attack twice, and there was some synergies with whenever your hero attacks and do. There's a card which does, whenever your hero attacks, do damage to all enemies. Can't remember which one it was, but that, yeah. So you've got like a Wind Fury hero attack effect there. Oh, that's nice. Another one. Wow, that was quick. Alright, let's have a look. Okay, so John Scroll, discover Fire Frost and just put a Sunken Scroll at the bottom of his deck. We've seen that one. Okay. Colossal. Ooh, this is a massive card, right? So when you put this down, it will have 4 other parts to it. So it's like you're playing 5 different cards. What if there has to be room, or just you lose one of the parts if there's not enough room on the board? Anyway, let's have a look. It's a Demon Hunter card. Remember, we were looking at big Demon Hunter cards. Because of the draw those 2 cards. At the start of your turn, increase the damage of Zilag's stalks by 1. I see. So the stalks, he's got like 4 stalks in his tail, basically, and they can all attack, and the attack ramps up. So you better kill it off quickly. Thankfully, it doesn't have taunt, so you can actually get through to them. But wow, a lot of fun cards. It's really nice expansions. I really like it. Got that nice eagle back again. Okay, if you Timber Terracoil, you cast a spell while holding this, your next spell costs twice. Huh. It's a hunter card. Okay, so not every class has a benefit of that. Busy got one of those. Okay. That's right. So just some advice on dusting cards. Don't do it for at least 2 or 3 weeks until you see what the meta is. So they might nerf some cards, and you might get a full dust refund for the cards, and then you probably just open them up in other packs anyway later. Okay, summon 2/2 lionfish. Okay, if you play the Nag while holding this, give them 1/1. So it's 3 mana, summon 2 3/3s maximum. Bit underwhelming. Oh, this is like what's it called? This, you get this in Mercenaries, where a cookie summons this. If you're holding a holy spell, gain taunt and divine shield. That's pretty good. Good defensive tool there. And once you better put a sunken mooncatcher on the bottom of the deck, right? Seen that already. So going through them quickly now. Restore 2 health, we've seen that one. Okay. Two rares, 2 lionfish. Yeah, we've got all the rares now. Okay, so we've had at least 3 of some of the rares. Oh, draw a card if you play the Naga while holding this 2 again. Maybe we did get that already. Okay. Up and down, you've seen that. Epic, see we strike again. Yeah, that's the Druid's card. Oops. Add a 1/1 Nagling to your hand. Discover a spell that costs 3 or less to teach it. So it's a 5/4 and basically discover a spell. That's basically what it is. With the 1/1, you've got to play the 1/1 as well. So interesting. God and legendary. Wow. Okay. 45-27. Right, Colossal 2 is a hunter card. Give your Hydrolodon heads rush. So it's basically you summon 2 things with rush. Not sure why it has to say it like that. Because it's not a persistent effect. Very strange. I'm not sure why that's battle cry. I could just like summon 2 things with rush. I guess it's a battle cry card, so you could tutor it out if you got some sort of battle cry synergies. Very strange why they worded it like that. Okay. Nice. We don't know how big the Hydrolodons are, so we've also got a couple of these. Next spell costs twice. Multi-strike, yeah. As you return, add a 1/1 Piranha Swarmer to your hand. Right, so yes, the Shaman, Murloc Shaman's kind of back. It's kind of a mixture with the totems and the piranhas. Ooh, that looks nice. Trench Stalker. Attack 3 different random enemies. Ooh, wow. That's a warrior card, okay. That's an interesting one. Summon a 1/1 Murloc Dredger. If it's also a Murloc, we've seen that one. It's a Warlock one. Okay. Almost done. After you play Naga, refresh 2 mana crystals. Then switch to spell. That means after you cast a spell, refresh 2 mana crystals. So I guess you got like a sort of an oscillating Naga spell sort of synergy there. If I understand the text of the card, just looking at it there. Okay. Okay. Give your excuse me, sorry about that. Give your minions spell damage 1. You remember all the piranhas we've been talking about? Yeah, and this card, which is going to buff up the piranhas. You really, oh my goodness, that's mad. Okay, Shaman's just become the new Malagos OTK deck. For sure, that's definitely going to be a very powerful deck in the meta. No question. Yeah, we'll give them 1 spell damage. You got basically just got 5 minions. You need 5 1/1s on the board, which costs 1 mana. There might even be some 0 cost minions. And then you give them spell damage. You've got a Malagos for 8 mana. Anyone who remembers the old Malagos, the crazy combos you could do with that. Ah, but you don't have the mana cheat anymore of Lim. Another one, nice. Right. What is this one? Let's have a look. Emergency maneuver secret. When a friendly minion dies, summon a copy of it, storm of 110. That's a nice, harmless secret. It's a nice one. I like it. It's for more of a value orientated hunter, slower hunter deck, which is going to not get people nervous too much. If you've cast 3 spells, so this is a mage card. If you've cast 3 spells while holding this, add those spells back to your hand. Well, there is a certain card called Ignite. Enough said. Maybe you don't want too many Ignites because they interfere with each other. Let's hope we get one more legendary. It's been a really nice pack opening so far. Okay. Okay. So I'm just noting down different, yeah, I mean this could get nerfed, so I'm definitely not dusting that yet. This is way too powerful. This is like 1 mana, do 7 damage with that combo I just told you about. That's 14 damage to face. That's really powerful. One more legendary, please. The epic, nice. After playing Naga, refreshed and then switched to spell, we've seen that. And last one. No. Never mind. Okay. Nice. So that's we've got 5 legendaries. Let's just go to the collection thing. Collect 5, 3 hunter cards, 7 hunter cards, 3 paladin cards, 3 priest cards, 3 warrior cards, 7 warrior cards, 3 demon hunter. I think we've got quite a few demon hunter cards. Mage, we've got a lot of mage cards. We might even get onto the... No, we don't have all of them. Rogue. Neutral cards, 21, 28. Shaman cards, we've got quite a few of them. Collect 25 different Voyage to Sunken City cards. Oh. 50, 75, 100, nice. And not 125 yet. Collect 3 different Voyage to Sunken City Druid cards. And Warlock cards. Okay, nice. Let's have a look at our collection, see how ridiculous it looks. It's a lot of cards. Oh, only 1230 dust. Wow. Okay. So let's look at the new legendary cards. Sunken City. So we've got this Demon Hunter one. Let's just put this up as well. Okay, Demon Hunter one. There's another Demon Hunter one, immune while attacking. Okay. Didn't get either Druid ones. So I guess. Oh, they're legendary. There are two types of legendaries in each class. You've got Nagas and you've got Colossals. Okay, so obviously Druid one's going to be a beast. Immune while you control a collect shell. That's a nice one because it gives you a lot of protection. The collect shell is an 08 with taunt, which there you go. It gives you armor when it dies. For each spell you've cast while holding this, summon a minion of that spell's cost. So you can easily get an 8 or 9 or 10 cost minion. The Hydrolodon, we've got the golden version of that. If you control the Hydrolodon, summon 2 Hydrolodon heads. Oh wow! Is this a multiplying minion? So basically you can, that's pretty good. It's a beast as well, so you can draw it as well with the different draw engine cards. Deep beneath the waves, this Hydra grew to incredible size based on steady diet of literally anything that crossed its path. Okay, right, so this is actually quite a clever card. You've got your 5/5 main body, and you've got the Death Rattle. Summons 2 more, so you do not want to kill the 3/3. Now, if you don't kill off the Hydrolodon, and you don't kill off the head, you can kill off your Hydrolodon head itself. And then I assume it will get rush because, well, I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, I get it. I understand why it's a battle cry now. Because if you, right, okay, so when you summon this, it's going to have summon this 3/1 Hydrolodon head. That will have rush. That can then go and attack something and die. It will always die. It's got 1 health. Then it's going to summon 2, so you're going to have another 2 Hydrolodon heads. So you do 9 damage to minions. And if they die, this is a board clear. This is a 7-mana board clear for Hunter, and it's going to leave behind a full board of 3/1s. So I'm saying this is an incredibly broken card if I understand how it works properly. Because each Hydrolodon head summons 2. It depends, it could be only works on the first one. I'm not sure. Hydrolodon heads. No, I think I know how it works. Yeah, the Colossal +2, you summon 2 Hydrolodon heads. Both of them have rush. So you've got 2 3/1s with rush. It does 6 damage, right? But basically you kill them off, you end up with a 5/5 and 4 Hydrolodon heads without rush. Whenever one of them is killed, it summons another 2. So you have to kill off this Colossal, the head first. My goodness. What a amazingly designed card. Really clever. I like that a lot. And it got a golden one. After you cast a spell, deal damage equal to its cost to the enemy hero. That is mind-boggling. Well, I wonder if that's going to get into any quest hunter decks. I wonder. Here we go. It's another legendary. If you've cast 3 spells while holding this, add them back to your hand. That's nice. The Colossal is, after a friendly mech attacks, deal 1 damage to all my enemies. Well, there you go, and this is gonna have to be banned in Doctor Boom, I imagine. This is crazy. I mean, Mech Warrior is back in Wild. After you cast the Holy Spell on this, cast again another friendly minion, and you've seen that effect before. Just the other way around. If you cast a spell on, I can't remember what it was called, like the Djinn or something like that, then the Djinn gets that effect on himself. It's kind of the reverse. The Leviathan, it's a colossal with one limb, which is Leviathan's claw. It's a mech. So it's got Rush, Divine Shield. After this attacks, Dredge, and that's every time it attacks. It's an ongoing effect. Divine Shield. After this attacks, draw cards. So you've got some really nice card draw for, and board control for Paladin there. Priestess of Voyage. Refresh an empty mana crystal for each spell you've cast this turn. Well, that's Priest's new mana cheat. 0 cost, get 10 mana effectively. Assuming it's got things to reduce the cost of spells. Blackwater Behemoth, Colossal Lifesteal. Right, so that's a lot of healing for Priest. It doesn't have Rush, thankfully, so there's some counterplay to that with a large removal of the spell. Behemoth's Law. At the end of your turn, force a random enemy minion to attack the Blackwater Behemoth. I love that. That's brilliant. At the end of your turn. Okay, so that's sort of like the... Was it the Cornelius Realm, or what was it, the other card, warrior card, which does at the end of the turn it attacks, and if it kills it, it's a 7/7, then it gets 3/3. Well, so okay, so this is effectively a rush minion, but rush to a random enemy. Okay, Krakatoa, it's a rogue card. Okay, so it gets 2 claws, and you keep equipping a 2/1 weapon. Okay. Pirate Admiral Hooktusk. So Hooktusk is back. What's she doing here? This is from the Rastakhan Rumble expansion. You had a similar card which summoned pirates. If you've summoned 8 other pirates this game, plunder the enemy. What on earth does plunder the enemy mean? Does that mean you take their cards? Do you take your opponent's cards? Wow. That's fun, but it's going to be really tilting. It'll probably be like a sort of the new, they call that 8/8, which burns the other person's deck. On what's called, haven't played it for so long. Okay. Fast spell 2 damage. Your nature spells cost 1 less. After you cast a frost spell, gain 3 armor. That sounds like a shaman. Am I in shaman here or mage? This is shaman, right? Wow, okay, so that's like a multi-spell school synergistic card. So you've got your spell damage for fire. Your nature spells cost 1 less. It's not a battle quest, this has to be on the board. So you can still do your Malagos turn here. After you cast a frost spell, you gain 3 armor. It kind of makes a lot of sense. Because fire spells are generally going to be doing damage, nature spells are going to be utility, and frosts are going to be more defensive. It kind of makes a lot of sense. We've got a big colossal here. After a friendly minion dies, gain its original stats, and of course it's got 3 taunts of 2/2, so assuming you don't have any spells, you have to kill 2/2s off first, and that will add the 6/6 stats to this one to make it a 9/11. Yes, these colossals are pretty colossal, aren't they? Zakul, probably. Your abyssal curses heal you for the damage they deal. That's interesting. Give your opponent an abyssal curse. So that means you play this, he gets cursed at the beginning of the next turn, and you get healed. Clever. I assume the curses work that you've got to play the cards from hand, otherwise you take damage. Gigafin and Gigafin's more. Okay, Gigafin you find in the mercenaries. I think they're summoned by Old Murkai or something like that. Battle cry, devour all. Excuse me. Devour all enemy minions. Okay. Death rattle. Spit back out. I don't think it gains their stats though, so don't get too scared. You're gonna end up with like a 29-52 or something like that. And oh, don't worry, just kill it and it'll spit them back out. Taunt, and it's got a taunt to protect it. That's horrible. And it's just 4/7. Permanently destroy all minions inside Gigafin. That's horrible. So that means you have to have a way of dealing 4 damage to Gigafin and bypass the taunt, otherwise you're not getting your minions back. I guess if they've got death rattles, you benefit from death rattles. Devour, I guess, is kill, maybe, I don't know. Okay, then we got the warrior cards. Okay. What class was that? Oh, that was warlock. Yeah. Okay. We got Lady Ashvane. Give all weapons in your hand, deck, and battlefield 1/1. That's a terrible legendary. How bad is that? There was a regular card we used to do that. Okay, not necessarily on the deck, but we have one which did it in the on battlefield rather. Yes, it does buff up battlefield. Maybe it's okay if you're playing a few weapons. It makes sense. Yeah. But would you actually put a card in your deck to do that? Well, if you centered around weapons, I guess you would. Okay, Nelly the Great Thresher. This is the Warrior Colossal. Battle cry, discover 3 pirates to crew Nelly's ship. And Nelly's pirate ship is Death Rattle. Add Nelly's pirate crew to your hand. They cost 1. Right. So you're going to discover 3 pirates. And they're going to be, when Nelly's pirate ship, which is a 2/6 over here, dies, you're going to get those pirates to your hand, and they're going to cost 1. So that's pretty. So it could be a slower version of Quest Pirate, but Quest Pirate Warrior. But I'm guessing that they want to be quick, maybe as a finisher. Maybe it gives it more value in case you didn't kill them late. Not to be mistaken for her freshwater cousin Nessie. Oh, I see. This massive creature was harnessed to carry Hook Tusk's favorite ship. Right, so I'm seeing that if you've got 3 pirates which cost 1 in your hand, and their true cost is much more, the average attack damage is going to be about 3 or 4. That's an extra 9 damage. If you've got weapon equipped, then the blood, can't remember what it's called, the 2/3, which gains the stats of the attack of your weapon, and you play that with Mr. Smite, that could be a big OTK there, potentially. Okay, and we've got a finished team. There's only 3 neutral legendaries, okay. Kidney Storm Curl, choose a friendly mech, choose a copy of it with Rush, Wind Fury, and Divine Shield. Huh. Interesting. That could definitely go into like some of these mech decks. That's a very powerful effect, especially if you've got a big mech already. Queen Azara. Okay. Battle cry. If you've cast 3 spells while holding this, choose an ancient relic. Yes, I've done that. The ancient relics are pretty good. They give you like colossals. You shuffle colossals into the deck or something, and they cost 1 or something like that. Or 5 random spells in your deck, and they all cost 1. Some crazy stuff which this does. But obviously it's got a requirement if you've cast 3 spells while holding this. So you've got to build around there, I think. Nice, so that's this new expansion. So we've seen all the cards now. We haven't seen all the epics, but it's fine. We've got... Oh, Akandi, that's the one which we got already before the expansion. Put 3 colossal minions at the bottom of your deck. Okay, fine, but the 5 which we just opened. Oh, is modified. That's interesting already. Wow. Okay. So we've got Krakatoa. We've got Sivara. Got this nice golden Hydrolodon. And we've got the Demon Hunter one. Nice, thanks for watching everyone. That's 78 packs and we've got 5 legendaries. I think that's pretty good. That's 1 in like 16 or 15 packs. Okay, thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you in the next video, and hopefully we'll be trying out some new decks. Hope you're all enjoying the new expansion. Alright, thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.